Welcome back to Computer Applications classes of class 10th. Today in this session we are going to cover few more tags of HTML. Let us see what are the different tags that we are going to cover: a superscript, subscript, and the tag that is used to insert image in a web page, that is IMG, the image tag. We will also learn the attributes of the image tag. Now, superscript. Superscript is nothing but a character that is set slightly above the normal line. Like if I want to write x square or o square. So these are the superscripts. Now how I can get this with the help of HTML tag? So for that we have got SUP as tag. So let us see what is the code that we need to write. What is the HTML code? We will start with HTML head title. I have given the title of the page as superscript. That's why you can see over here the superscript has come in the title bar. Then closing the head tag, and we'll start with the body tag. We have used BG color of the web page, that is the background color of the web page, as yellow. You can see over here on the right side I have given the web page as well, so that you can use it, you can refer it in a proper way. Now after that you can see the superscript written over here. This is the heading. So for that we have used the heading tag. This we have done, the heading tag we have done in our previous session. Now over here you can see x is written normally, but to have that 2 as your superscript like this, so for that what we are having, we are having SUP, then whatever data, whatever text you want to have as a superscript, you will write in between those two tags. Got it? And then we will close our body and HTML. So in this way we have got x square. I hope the superscript is clear to you all. Moving to next, the subscript. It is just opposite to superscript. In superscript you have seen the letter is a little bit above the normal line. Here the subscript, the letter is just below the baseline on the normal line. Just see, for subscript, if you want to write H2 or X2, base 2 or L3 like this, so these are the subscript. Got it? So for that what we are going to do, we are going to write x sub 2 and closing the tag of sub. In the same way we have done for the superscript. So we have got over here x2 on the web page. You can see over here, I'll just highlight this portion. Yeah, so this one, the subscript that we have got with the help of the sub tag. Suppose you want to have H2O, you want to write H2O. For that what we are going to write, the whole thing will be same, just in place of this line we will write H. Since 2 is the subscript, so that will come in between the sub tag. I'll write 2, will close the sub tag, and then write O. I don't have space. After that I will write O. Let me write it once again for you so that it becomes much clearer for all of you. We'll start with H sub 2, closing sub tag, and then O. So if we write this over here, then when we will run it, then we will get this as your output on the web page. All of you try it at home in your notepad, run it with the help of a browser and see what result or what web page we are going to get it. So with this we are done with subscript and superscript. Let us move to center tag. Suppose you want to align any text or image at the center of your web page, that time we have to use center tag. You can see in this web page the subscript is on the left side. We haven't aligned it. Normally what we do, we align the heading on the means at the bottom, sorry, at the middle of the web page, right? So with the help of center tag we can align that at the middle of the web page like this. Over here subscript is aligned at the center and x2 is also aligned at center. So for that what we are going to use? We are going to use the center tag. Just whatever we want to type, we want to have at the center. Before that we will start with center tag and writing all those tags and all, and at the end we will again close the center tag. I hope this is clear to you all. Now we will start with image tag. Image tag, it is img. This image tag is actually used to insert image in the web page of HTML. Let us see what are the different attributes that we are going to have. It has got a number of attributes starting with src, that is the source. Short form of src is source. So, and its value will be the URL or the path of that image. Then align, top, bottom, middle, left, right. Anything could be the value of that align. Align is actually the attribute of image tag which is used to align the image in the web page. Then alt specifies some alternate text. Then we have got border. Border is to specify width of the image border. Basically, it gives a better border to that image. Then height specifies the particular height of that image. In the same way, we have got width also. At the end, you can see it sets the width of the image. We also have h space and v space. H space and v space are the attributes that specifies some white space or some blank space at the left and right, that is with the help of h space. That's why we are calling it as horizontal space. Left and right of that image a white space has been provided, and v space is used to provide white space or insert white space on the top and bottom of the web page. We will see them in our HTML coding in our upcoming slides. Now, let us start with the src attribute. For image tag, what we are going to write? We are going to write with this code as img src equal to tulips.jpg. Just see, interestingly, I have just written tulips dot, means the image name and its extension. I haven't written where it is located, or you can say I haven't written the whole path. Why? Because what I have done, what we can do, just to minimize our work, we can copy the image, whatever image we want to insert in our web page, and keep it in the same folder where our HTML file or HTML page is been kept, so that whenever we want to insert that image, we have to just write the name of the image and extension of that image. So when we will run this, you will get this image in your web page. You can just see, I have given the screenshot of the web page like this. Whatever the full size of the photograph of the image will come on your web page. Okay. Now moving to the next, you can see in a bigger picture so that it becomes much more clear to you all. Now starting with height and width. In the previous image, here you can see the image has taken its full length and width or height and width. But if I want to reduce the size, reduce the height and width of that image, as it is completely covering the whole web page, that I don't want, right? So for that we will be using height and width attributes. Let us see how we are going to use. Just you have to write image src, then the particular name of the image and the extension, and then specify the height and the width whichever you want. So when we will have this, when we will browse that image, you can see what output you are going to get. The size of the image has shrinked, right? The size has become as specified by you. The height and the width has decreased as specified by you. Okay, next we have got align. Align attribute is used to align the image. You can see I have written align equal to right over here. Align equal to right. So when we will run this code, you will see the image has got shifted to the right side of the web page. Then we have got border. Border as the attribute. So when we will write border equal to 4 over here, and when we run this, you can see what has happened. A border of the image has covered, right? Has come. Moving to next. Let us see another web page. Some text has been given and an image is given. The image on the left side, that is the default alignment of the image on the web page. You can see over here, there is no space, right? Over here and here. So the texts are just coming up on the image. It is very congested over here. So for such type of web pages, if we go for the code, you can just see it's just mentioned over here like image src, elephant jpg, height equal to 200, width equal to 200 and border equal to 4. But listen, suppose you have got an image and you want the text should not be congesting with the image. It should not be that much congested. So for that, what you are going to do, we have got h space and v space as the attribute to do the settings properly. So h space, as we have already discussed, insert some white space on the left and right of the object. So suppose for the above web page, if we write h space is equal to 30 over here, the whole code will be same, just I have to insert h space equal to 30 and just see what has happened. A space has come, yes, a space has come within the image and the text. Now it seems that it is not congested that way. Now when, but still it is congested in the bottom side, right? So if I want to remove this congestion, what we will do? We will have v space. Suppose I want to have vertical, that is the space in the top and the bottom of that image. So when we have inserted v space equal to 40, now you can see the difference. A space has been inserted over here and over here, since we have used both the together, h space and v space. I hope this is clear to you all. With this, today's session ends up. I hope you have understood all the tags that we have covered today. In the next session, we will be coming with more tags of HTML. So please be practicing. Try and try more and more web pages with HTML codes. Practice all the tags that we have covered in our previous sessions and today's session. If you have any doubt, please clear your doubts. Feel free to call. Thank you.